They're loaded. And they're off. Coming out well was Dallas Star, outside of the quartet. And he leads Absurde, Leinster, and dropped out by a couple of lengths at the back of the field. Puppet Master, he's the favourite. Continuing on in these very early stages, Dallas Star and Shamie Heffernan make the running from Absurde and Shane Foley. Third is Leinster, Dylan Browne McMonagle on a four-timer. And bringing up the rear is Puppet Master and Ryan Moore. In single file, striding on by 3 lengths is Dallas Star, followed by Absurde, who's 2 up on the third running Leinster, and fourth of the 4, coming inside the 11 mark, is Puppet Master the Grey. Directly across from the stands, no changes. It's Dallas Star, the leader, from Absurde. In third is Leinster, and looking on from fourth and last place is Puppet Master. Heading for the 9, it's Dallas Star with a reduced advantage of a couple of lengths over Absurde. In third is Leinster, and observing from the back of the field is Puppet Master. As the 4 runners race by themselves, Dallas Star followed by Absurde, Leinster, and Puppet Master. Less than a mile to go, the Curragh Group International Irish St. Leger Trial Stakes. Group 3 over a mile and 6. It's Dallas Star about to meet rising ground at the top of the track, followed by Absurde, third Leinster, and still the back marker is Puppet Master. Heading up towards the top of the track, having passed the halfway stage, Dallas Star maintains a couple of lengths advantage over Absurde, a consistent dual-purpose performer, followed by Leinster and Puppet Master. Passing the 5, still not a single change in the order of running as they start to make the descent for the approach to the straight. It's Dallas Star, as of yet to be headed, comes on towards the last half mile, followed by Absurde, Leinster, and Puppet Master, all to play for with 3.5 furlongs to go, as they turn back for home with 3 furlongs left to go. And being pushed along in front is Dallas Star from Absurde, now within a length and a half. Pulled to the outside is Leinster and then Puppet Master, who's angling for a run as they race to the final quarter. Still, Dallas Star with the advantage from Absurde. Down the outside is Leinster, and then Puppet Master, a furlong and a half left to go. The Curragh Group International Irish St. Leger Trial Stakes, and sweeping to the front is Leinster. Leinster has taken Dallas Star. Absurde being eased at the back is Puppet Master, but it is Leinster pulling away. 3 becomes 4 for Dylan Browne McMonagle, as Leinster is a fine winner of the Curragh St. Leger Trial from Dallas Star, Absurde, Puppet Master.
Yes, Leinster records his 3rd win of his career. It's a double for Joseph O'Brien. It's a 4-timer for Dylan Browne McMonagle. That's him finished here at the Curragh. He's off for 3 good rides in Tramore in the last 3 races this evening. Leinster winning in the colours of Alshira Farms, of course, based over in Meadowcourt, only 5 minutes away from here, the far side of the Curragh. And good shout by you, Lisa. You were strong in Leinster's chances all day.
Yeah, I suppose it was hard to go against the favourite, Kevin, because there was lots of money for him laid on as well. But Ryan Moore, obviously, you can see from this stage, he accepts his fate. He didn't look happy.
Moore, he's looking down.
There's obviously something amiss with him, and he just sits up on him and lets him take him home as he is. But up at the front end, Leinster kicks away from the field, Kevin, dropping back in trip, ridden a little bit more conservatively as well today. First try in stakes company, he was entitled to take his chance here today. Absurde has ran okay back in 3rd place, and I think he's bigger targets ahead. But it was Dallas Star who took them along for Shamie Heffernan, and as you mentioned, Kevin, never really looked like he was, I suppose, taking him along.
Just idle in front, wasn't he?
He was a bit idle in front.
Race behind the bridle.
As was Puppet Master at the back. You can see Ryan Moore's hands. He's an idle kind of horse. He was behind the bridle, and maybe from early on he never really looked overly comfortable, but it was probably Dylan Browne McMonagle who looked the happiest through the middle point of the race, Kevin. He was always travelling with plenty of zest, and it was always about when he was going to lay down his challenge.
To be fair, Dallas Star has kept at it well. He's run a cracker to finish back in 2nd. I think it's only a 2nd try over this trip where he's been placed on his sole try beforehand. Absurde, I think both of us thought in the parade ring he was just carrying a little bit. First run from Royal Ascot, he's entitled to come forward from that.
Yeah, and obviously he's probably got the likes of a Melbourne Cup on his target if he can fit the qualifications for it. But look, he's run with credit. He's run better in this race than he did in it last year as well. But ultimately, there was nobody who was a match for the winner, Kevin, who kicked on with a half a furlong to go, and he pulled clear of his rivals in the end. It's a really decisive performance in Group 3 level for the very first time by Leinster, Dylan Browne McMonagle. Joseph O'Brien has had a great day as well, and great for the Al Shahira Racing Limited.
Yes, indeed. Puppet Master obviously very disappointing. That's not as true running out the back as well. You can see Ryan Moore sat up the last furlong and a half. He was looking down, he was hanging in on top of the rails as well too. But a really taking performance by Leinster, and you can see Dylan perfect position. He was confident looking at his body language between the 2 and the 1 pole.
Yeah, he knew he'd loads of horse underneath him, Kevin, and between the 2 and the 1 he was able to quicken up, and he smartly put the race to bed pretty easily as well. He's been acquitting himself really well in handicap company on his last couple of starts. Ultimately, I think he was doing too much over further distances, dropping back in trip, more conservative ride. It's all worked out.
Okay, back to you, Tom, for the full SP. We get a quick word for with Dylan Browne McMonagle before he hot-spotted to Tramore for the 4th time this afternoon. Cherie Lawler, of course, wife of manager Kieran Lawler. He's in Deauville. Just getting the debrief from Dylan. Quick word with you. Well done. That was good.
Yeah, really good. Steady speed. I overdid it. He was a bit in my hands all the way. I would love if they went on a stride, but I just needed to get him to relax today because he was riding him forward and he was doing too much the last couple of runs. But today, coming back and tripping up in grade, I thought there'd be more of an even gallop on, but we did go slow again. But he's a good horse. I was comfortable down past the 2 and I just let him flow. He stays this trip well and he's a good horse.
Yeah, good stuff. Well done. It's been a good day so far. Best luck.
Thanks a million.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.